And welcome back to another lesson. In the previous lesson, we talked about the find method, and we were able to see that the find method returns the first element that satisfies the test function, and it accepts function as argument to verify a condition that needs to be satisfied before it will return the first element that satisfies such function. Moving away from that, so we talked about the flat map method in this lesson. The flat map method returns a new iterator by mapping each element and then flattening the result into a single iterator. So let's take a look at an example of the flat map method so that we will understand this better. The flat map method returns a new iterator with all elements transformed by a flat map function. So which means these two will also make use of a function. So the first thing is to create the iterator, which is the what we've been doing in past videos. And we can make our iterator constructor using the from methods to make it. I can make this to be an array as well inside the iterator. So this is my iterator. And now I need to map the iterator. Const map iterator. So this is the variable that will hold the result of my mapping, my iterator dot flat map. And the flat map also takes a function argument. Then an arrow function will be passed into it. X asterisk 10. Now iterate over all the elements. So now I need to iterate the usual way. Let text equals to this for const x of mapped iterator. Then the text body x plus break. And now that's the output document dot get element by id dot inner html equals to text. So now if you take a look at this, you can see what I have here: 1, 10, 2, 20, 330, 440, 550, and 660. So this is how the flat method returns a new iterator with all elements transformed by flat map function. You can see that the function that I have here, this arrow function, has transformed every element of what I have inside my iterator. You can see this is the original number. So it will take 1, then it will multiply it by 10. This is the result. It will take 2 and multiply it by 10, and so on and so forth. So this is how the flat method works in JavaScript. Now, another important method is the for each method. The for each method executes a provided function once for each element in the iterator. So this will return a new iterator. No, it will execute a provided function once for all elements in the iterator. And let's take a look at an example for each method as well. So here is for each method. For each method. Now I'll take this. Once my iterator equals to iterator from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I want to iterate over the elements using the for each. So let text equals to, now my iterator was for each. Dot inner HTML equals to text. And now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what is happening here is very simple. So this is my for each, and inside it is where I am passing what I have here. This is also a function. As you can see this, you can see X, and you can see the arrow function in front of it. So the argument for each also accepts a function, and that function is that it will take this text where I'm supposed to add what I have after applying the method to the iterator itself. Then it will just add it with a break tag and then the value from X. So you remember the way we've been doing it like this. You know, the way we've been doing the iteration, doing something like for X, for like const X of, blah 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 that we've been doing. So that is what we just did here, but in another new way. So this is actually an arrow function, and this is what is looping over each of the elements from this my iterator and giving me this result. So this is how the for each method works with iterators in JavaScript. In the next lesson, continue. I'll see you there.